You know, sometimes the insanity just happens, right? Like you have absolutely no control of when it happens. You're just there, right? Just right place, right time. And you're here tonight again doing what? Another X-Men in a distressed state. Hello again. I am Mad Mel, and I hope that you guys are ready to see me depict a stressful situation that I think is the apex, what I'm going to show here, of right when the transformation happens. If you're familiar with the character, I want to show that. And I feel like it's going to be a fun time. So I want to turn on some music, like usual. And if this is your first time here, I hope you enjoy the show. Usually I go about an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours. And I do digital illustrations. Actually, whatever madness drives me, right? So tonight I wanted to show Jean Grey, battle damaged and weary and tired. The battle rages on with these new hybrids that they have created. These mad designed prototypes. See, they have their own way of thinking, right? At least that's how I picture this as I've been doing it. A different type of robot. It's like that bridge between right before they made was it Overmind, I believe, or whichever one was in the future that was able to adapt fast. Anyways, let's not waste any more time, shall we? Let's get to the madness. Oh boy, here we go. And I went on ahead and got the pose here and just got the basic circle. I like to use Clip Studio Paint. I prefer the EX version. There's some tools here I like to use, but that's for a later time and a later situation. But with this, and I figured I would explain what I use because I've been using this for a long time. I know that I just do the work and I never really take the time to kind of explain what I'm doing. I just jump into it. So I want to take a moment and explain the software that I use, right? Just for a moment. And maybe this might help somebody just creeping along with the just looking through, right? I have been using Clip Studio Paint since it was manga what was it? Manga debut 4. 3 and 4 was when I got introduced to that. That was early 2000s. So it was fun at that time. Very limited in what it could do, but it did have the ability to work with a very limited amount of resources. You could use Windows XP at the time with barely any type of RAM at all, right? And if you knew how to change the tone and do different things, you can mimic a lot of the overlay. That's how I describe how I usually do my type of art because I started when I had very limited resources. I started with a computer that wasn't that great, and a lot of people start with things that aren't the best, right? I've evolved to having a I use myself a XD pen tablet. I have a 24 inch tablet with the pen. That's what I use. But I started off with a small little Wacom tablet that was no bigger than this. One day I will dig out in the archives, but you know that requires me going downstairs and dealing with all of that madness down there. So I will illustrate what goes on down there since electronic equipment has a hard time being able to record. So I can draw a little bit of that. So that'll be a later time. But anyways, I started with a smaller tablet and was able to work with that. But even before then, I was scanning pictures. I was doing it the long way, right? Um, I was scanning pictures that I would draw, and then I would sketch the picture, and then I would use a transfer for the ink, and then I would scan it in there. So it was a process at a time where technology was not as advanced as it is now, but it still was advanced at the time. And I mean, that was literally early 2000s. Um, I mean, there was things that you could do, scanners, different stuff like that. Now things are a little bit better with digital, and you can do a lot more. But I figured I would just take a moment and kind of explain what I use before I started. So that way, if anybody ever pops in here at some point in time, they can say, "Hey, I like that." So the Clip Studio Paint EX is a little bit different. I'm just throwing this in here. If they want to plug me at some point, fine, whatever. Um, who knows? Maybe they might sponsor me. You never know, right? So, I like using the software. It's a little bit easier just to pick up and use. You can fumble around with it and figure it out yourself. You can watch videos. They have tutorials, a lot of different things. The tools that you get in here are really great. I prefer to use it. It's easy for some of the staff that want to try to use it as well. So they have a fun time in the asylum showing others how to do simple things. Like if somebody's like explain something, they can sketch it out real fast and other things like that. But I like to use it because there's a plethora of different tools that you can use. You can modify it, um, many different ways of going about it. So it's it's a interesting software to look at if you are interested in getting into digital art. Of course, there's many different types out there. All of them pretty much do the same thing, or some of them have something different. I've piddled with many different ones, but I just like this one because I can do all the stuff I would like to do. I can do comics, I can do illustrations. You can do whatever you want to. So it's cool to play around with. But anyways, I want to go on ahead and get started. So maybe that answered a question someone may have had or help someone. Let the madness begin. So I'm just going to do lawn work right now. The weather is such a terrible situation in here. And see, we have overgrowing plant life. I'm going to try to say not creatures, but plant life due to the Mad Doctor's research. And also R&D, right? Because it's always R&D doing something. Let's see here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to try. Actually, I'll tell you what. I want to do something a little bit different. There we go. That's what I needed. Yeah, there it is. And then that, right? Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. Yes, we have a mad one that just showed up. Hello. Now I have to get this part here. So, the situation I'm setting up here is going to be perfect for can't wait to see you do Wolverine. Oh man, all it is just gonna be a skeleton with a piece of chunk of meat. That's it. Just a skeleton. Literally, I'm not even joking. I want to put so much shine on that, like glistening metal, and just a little hunk of meat, just a little chunk, right? Just a chunk of cheek on this beautifully shining metal skeleton with claws. That's the idea. I hope I don't disappoint. I'm going to mask and layer and do all that mess and do all the process because it's just a skeleton, right? Like I don't have to do anything else. It's just a skeleton. Do you see what's on the ground by chance? Gonna make it look like maybe a pull out. Yeah, something. Actually, the idea, if you really want to know what I'm going to do, it might be not even just that. I might do something a little bit worse, like multiple sentinels blasting him all at the same time, like just incinerating him. I might do that. That might be the madness I might throw. Actually thinking about it, why just do a skeleton? Why not show the magnitude of him getting blasted by one of these new prototypes? Enough to actually destroy him. Like almost push Wolverine to the point of I never want to be involved with anything like that ever again. Like battle hardened Logan says, I don't want to deal with any of those, bub. No, I'm out of here. That's what I think about when I draw. Like, I like to think about what if? And then I'll let my imagination just run wild. And that's what I hope you learn if you watch what I do. I just think of something like, what if? Like, what would be a scenario that I would just love to just see? And right here is a pinnacle moment in all of X-Men. Absolute, either way, yeah. Exactly, thank you. I like to leave everyone entertained. I asked the robot if you would like to know. Let me see. I asked the, what was it? Mega Brain was talking to the AI. The AI has a hard time with Mega Brain. See, he was developed. They stole his technology, how he was developed, and they've been trying to make that ever since, like micro brains and stuff. Like, we did something completely different, or I should say the Mad Doctor did. I didn't do anything but just stand there and watch him. An absolute horror, actually. That day was a terrifying day indeed. I've seen worse stuff since, but that was the beginning of the end. So, also I was seeing the Phoenix down there. Yeah, so that, I am glad you see that. See, the stress of this. The psyche. She's been hurt. She's in bad shape. She's wounded. Suits basically almost blown to pieces. And I know that most of you guys have seen it, and it's like, oh man, he didn't do the layering or the masking and all that extra shine. I will make a copy and I will redo that. Yeah, so that I can do, because I don't really do that often, right? That's what the robot said. It said, well, it said a lot of stuff. And I just thought, well, you know, that's silly. But it did say, like, I don't do that much. Like, oh, by the algorithm of what I do. And I said, huh, interesting. And I thought about it, and I really don't, because I do a lot of fast sketching. I'm used to doing this with pencil and pen, right? And I'm just wanting placement. This is not what her hair is going to look like in a minute, but I just want this to have that stress and her psychic field breaking, because you're going to see that in the bubble, right? Also, the ground's going to cave in too, so we're going to get rid of all of this. Like, I want you to see how the worst case scenario of a psychic, like all your psychic power being used to keep you alive, and then your mental state, all your mental state is what's keeping you from getting your whole body crushed under this robot, right? We need that bigger. I want that to be more menacing. I want this to feel like this is the end of it, right? I want that feeling. I want to convey that. Let's put a little bit of horror into this, right? Yeah, here, right there. There we go. This will be one of the bigger ones, right? Like right under there. Let's see how menacing this can be. Probably the worst thing you could probably endure under a Sentinel is the rockets. You know. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoy it. What is it? Cent 63.58 cents. Okay, good to see you. Oh boy, let's see here. So yeah, so now you get to see the problem. Not only the crushing situation, trying to hold this together, but let's just say that there's no real holds barred protocol. It's just however you see fit, Sentinel, to dispose of the mutant threat. And this is what you see underneath this big, huge rocket charging up, right? That's what I think about. What about a Sentinel that would be horrifying? If you didn't get crushed, it would be probably the whole thruster. I believe so. Yes, indeed. Hello. Good to see you. So, how are we going to do this? I like where that's at. See, this is all the line work. This isn't nothing but just simple old-fashioned line work. I haven't even got to like the pen stuff, right? So this is fun. I like this part. Like, I'm just going to play with this because I have to make sure that all of this fractured. That's the part. That's the distress, right? But she got hit with like a massive explosion. Like, you know, there's damage here. There's going to be some blood because I forgot to do it on a little bit with Gambit, but I'll show some of the damage here a little bit more, right? I had a terrible time, man. But I'm saving the best for last, right? I'm doing the future, right? This is just like right now. Oh, putting the X-Men through computer part for treatment. Oh yeah, no. That's how I want my superheroes. I want to see them in the rough. I want to see them like, oh, you came back from a mission? Oh, that's great. No, like you came back and the ship's like on fire. You know, like I barely got there. Where's Cyclops? He has to have his eyes closed because his visor got blown off his face. That's why the ship's in the wreck, right? That's what I want to see. You know, I want to see them go through something because they do, right? They got all kinds of adversaries. So her hair, I don't really want to chart, but I want to basically make it look very frizzed, right? So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do that. I don't think I want to do this part. That part I'm probably going to see here. Let's see if we just get rid of that. Now, I want to answer a little taboo question that, yes, and woes. Yes, indeed. Let's see, are they? I don't know to the degree of how I put a lot more stress. I mean, they do go through a lot. Some of the writers make them go through a little bit. Like, I know a few of them have, there have been some deaths in some of the Marvel. There have been some characters that have bit the dust before in catastrophic ways or depictions of it. So I would say so. I like, there's a finesse. I find I want to captivate a moment. Like, I think of some of the stuff I do as almost like cover art, right? I just want to captivate that moment of stress. Like right here, as you can see, this would be all the perfect pinnacle things I need for the Phoenix to rise. Everything she needs is right here. All that she needs is right here, you know? So that's why her shadow ended up turning into this, right? Kind of a play on it, you know, just... There we go, yeah, just that fear, right? That stress. And I'll fix her mouth and all that kind of stuff in a minute. Fix her boots. Her boots are all messed up. There we go. Well, she has these wedge boots. Let's see. Well, yeah, Batman's rough. DC likes to make sure people really understand what's going on in Gotham, right? There's no mistake about Gotham. Like, as soon as you get off the airplane, you're gonna probably see someone get mugged. As soon as you get to your hotel, someone's coming off that roof, right? Is it Batman that did it? Who knows, right? Welcome to Gotham. You know, you're gonna get a show, regardless. Yeah, so I know DC's very hard on the in your face with how things are going. And Dracula, of course. I mean, you know, you can't tell the story without the the gore. I mean, there's going to be that. I mean, you could do it without it, but I mean, you know, oh yeah, there we go. Just break her shoulder pad, and there we go. The rest of the suit. Nope. Take this back. See, this is a beautiful thing about digital art. You can just always hit that back button, man. Now, yes, I can do this just with pencil and pen. And see, I might actually just do the picture of them normal, you know, like before all of this, like, you know, like a team picture or something. Oh man, look at that. That works out just fine. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah. You know, the fun thing with comic books, graphic novels, all of those, conveying, it's like nothing wrong with books. Books are perfectly fine, but you know, you can show in a picture what might take a chapter to describe in one look, that look of despair that led up to something else, right? You can just draw that. You can just make that happen, manifest it into reality, right? Her boot looks like she's wearing like a mitten. I don't like that. We're gonna fix that. That's insanity. It shouldn't look like that. Well, she's not gonna have the wedge boots like the reference that I have, but I'll give her something nice. There we go. They're gonna make you have some scrub footwear, but man, whatever I was trying to do there just didn't work out like I thought it was going to. And that's okay, you know. Part of the process, right? Oh, great. There it is. You know, these guys are shooting like high lasers and stuff, so everybody's got like these severe burns. Ah, hello, Zajaris. It's good to see you. Let's see. What did they were called X-Men because they used to be women? I mean, I guess. I mean, that could work too. I mean, you know. I know if you want to X-Men. Yeah. You know, I'm sure that there's been some people who have done that. Different types of artists who have done that. You know, but that is that is interesting. There we go. That's the beautiful thing about the imagination that we've studied here, is that inspiration is key, right? There needs to be more of that. That sounds amazing. Of course, the internet has everything. The internet does have everything. The internet has everything you can ever want, but it doesn't have that one thing. You know that one thing. Oh, and by the way, we can go on ahead and do this now, because why do we even need this, the pose? I mean, the pose was nice when it was there, but we don't technically need that anymore because, you know. Why is her thigh like that? Listen, I'm going to explain something to you. I like to draw the female shape, and I like to draw a little bit thicker characters. That's my style. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Unfortunately, I do. And that's what I do. Oh boy. And we'll fix that because I wanted that leg to, there we go. We'll fix that. More focus there. Fix this. Yep. Yep, we'll get rid of that. That can go. I want no confusion there. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. You know, you gotta put the tears, right? You gotta put the tears, because this is really bad, right? But we're not doing that much. That's an absurd amount of tears. But I want it there, and also because she's under so much stress, getting those nosebleeds, you know, pretty rough. I just need a reference line. Nothing too serious. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there's been people who have complained about the thickness before. I've had, oh, it's too much. Why are you doing that? I don't understand. Why should I have to explain that? This is why we have the bots. We have a whole floor devoted to people who have to be reminded that that's fine. And see, I have other pictures I've been working on because I'm world building. You'll see. It's something I'm trying to do because it's fun. You know, Why not? I have to make a choice. What kind of artist am I? And I'm just like, I am the madman. This is who I am. I can't be nothing else besides the maddest artist on the planet. And that is fine. And that means that you're mad if you enjoy my art. Exactly. Some people just aren't. Some people just don't know art that well. Some people just don't know. You know. And that's fine. There we go. I'll have to fix a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. Pop. Yeah. And then I'm gonna blow all that apart, right? Okay. That's looking odd. I'll fix that in a minute. This is starting to... There we go. I had to put that there because, you know, she has that field and... There we go. There we are. Oh, yeah. Much better. Bang. Oh, nope. A little bit too much on the hand there. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we are. Yeah, you know, this is bad. It's like the Sentinels blew the ship up. They, you know, it's like, oh, that sounds just like the opening of the first episode. Yeah, but if they didn't have their shit together, like if these bots were completely different, right? Like it was a whole different situation. Like everything went upside down from jump. They didn't have no control over anything. Like they just came in there, like, you know, they're used to Sentinels like blast, like do, you know, but these guys are using like 3-round bursts. They're doing different stuff, you know. Things are different. They're having a hard time. Yeah, no, it's not this same old football game. There we are. Now let's tear the suit. There we go. That piece is there. Alright, so that's it for the line work. Not really. No, because we got the Sentinel, remember? So I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky here. Not that thick. That's silly. That's silly. Why would I do that? I need it for the bubble. Yeah. Actually, I should just make some cracks. Let's take that back. Well, you're going to use a brush? Maybe. But no, I'm going to actually do it myself. I'm going to do the cracks myself. Why not? You know, YouTube's probably not gonna let me show a lot of this, so I'm just gonna give just a little bit, right? Alright, there we go, that's good enough. And I guess now, let's see, uh, I know, right? Doesn't make any damn sense close up, right? It looks like a whole weird situation close up. It's like, what in the world did I just look at? What was that? What is all of that? Like, you know. Oh yeah, here it is. The worst place to be is under here. Either under here or in the hands of a Terminator is probably the worst two places that you could possibly be, like, on Earth, I guess. There's far worse stuff, I guess, there could be. Yeah, let's go on ahead and just add some cracks. I want this to feel a little bit. I want more. I want more, right? I want more. We're getting there. Oh, I'll just do that in the... Screw it. We'll just go on ahead and go to the next layer. I'll just go on ahead, go to the next layer. And here comes the next part of the madness, right? Like, oh, we see this here, right? And I'm just going to just do that. Like, why would you do that? Well, maybe not that low. Maybe about halfway. That'll work. Let's darken this up, shall we? And add some more drama to it. First off, let's just go on ahead and just, in this layer, just get the drama going. Let's set the tone, shall we? Let's go on ahead. Where are you, my lovely cracks? Oh, there we go. Battle damage. Let's get right in there with this. Yeah. I want these to be dark and pronounced, so I want that first. So I know where the drama and the stress is at, right? Face is a mess. There we go. Thighs all messed up. Nah, not that bad. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, there we go. Bam. No, bring it back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's get this up here. Yeah, get this a little bit. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Very faint. Stainage. And you might be wondering, like, why are you doing the effects, like, first before you do anything else? Well, I've been thinking about this for a while. Like, why not do this? Like, just go on ahead and add this on, like, as, like, a bottom, like, just a base, just to try it out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tonight. You know? I'm going to make that a little bit thinner. There we go. Oh. I'll figure out something else. Not there, but... Alright. Alright. Now we can... No, wait. Hey. Where are you? Lightning. Don't need that. I need this. There we go. Nah, that was silly. I thought I could play. I'm just playing around with the brush right now, so don't mind me. But I need to get back to what I was actually trying to do. You know, sometimes it's fun just to see. There we go. Yeah, let's darken. Don't want to take the brush size down. Maybe I do have to take the brush size down. Okay, so take that one, this one. No, just. There we go. Trying to find where it's spiders, because I have one where it's like all bashed. Hold on. Bullets. Broken glass like that. Yeah. Nope. That's crazy. No. Okay. I think that's going to be good enough. Now, let's go back to... Oh, let me find a good pen. What's this open? I don't even remember getting this. Let's go to a 5, I guess. 5 should be fine. 5 should be alright. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. Oh, hello, Demetrio. Good to see you. Fell asleep under the drunk music. I'm glad that you made it. And all the other mad ones that were able to make it tonight as well. Thank you for showing up. Whether everybody is here, hope you're having a good time. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty damn scary to me. Yeah? Oh, it's Jean Grey about to be stepped on by a sentinel. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. She's trying her best to psychically hold this after being, I don't know, hit by an explosive, I would say, or probably getting shot by one of these multiple times, or being close to something. I didn't really think all the way through with that. I figured I didn't need to, because why is she in such a distressed way of being, right? She's just a psychic. Yeah, well, she's part of the team too, you know? Oh, don't worry. Charles Xavier is going to get it too. Right? I got something special for Charles. I got something special for him. He was on the ship too. Like he even got done in a little bit too, right? Yeah, I got something for him. Don't worry. He's not even unscathed. Yeah, I want to get the man in the wheelchair too. Well, why, Mel? Why? He's in a wheelchair. He's not. No, he's part of the team. Part of the team. Yeah, basically something like that. Well, she's in distress, so her hair's all over the place. I don't know, does that look like she's scared? Does she look scared? I don't know, man. I'm just... Something feels like it just ain't it yet. Am I wrong? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm all. Ah, hello, Duchess. Thank you. I want to make those Sentinels' feet and everything a lot larger. Okay, I want to make this work. There we go. Oh man. So far so good. I think we're only going to get the line work done tonight, right? But that's okay though, because if that's all that we get, then you know what? The next part is just literally coloring and shading and well, we'll probably get to shading tonight. I want to try to do that. This chair is so squeaky. I found out what happened. And I'm not pleased. See, Mr. Smiles thought he could play a practical joke and try to put some type of compound in my chair. He told me this. He thought it would be funny, and it rusted my chair. And I didn't like that. I guess I could use some type of lubricant to fix it. But, you know, whatever. That's not a right now situation. That's a soon, but not right this second. Right. There we go. We got more pressing matters, and as long as I just don't squeak. It's like, oh man, but you're always talking about your chair squeaking. Yes. There we go. Here, I'll give a little something special. Why not, right? Oh, where is it? No, not that, not that. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. That's how that's going to work. All right. Good luck on the rest of the one. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a good workout, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. That's gonna be something. The moment that, boom, you know, like this is one of those moments, right? Like, it's like, oh man, how does it start, right? Nah, that's too much. And see, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go on and just fix this part, right? I don't want her looking at her finger. All right, that's not the focal point of the fear. There we go. time to crack the street and do all this breaking of the ground. I don't want that. I thought I did, but I don't. That's no. We're not gonna do that. But there we go. Thank you. Silly thing. Yeah, if you like the content I create, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I think I need some water. Yeah, that's pretty good. I always forget I put this lid on there. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, no, not that. There we go. Okay. Let's get back over here to the bot. Nah, I'm not going want to do any thick lines. Maybe about a 6. That was a little too dark. Hold on. Man, I got hyper focused in here just trying to get this thing somewhat making sense. I think I got it. Alright, let's try to do something about her hair. Should I just get a hairbrush? Because I have one. Well, I think that turned out well. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much, Nuclear. I'm glad that you showed up. And also anybody else that may have popped in since I've zoned out and been trying to emphasize bad situation. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, and we put a little pressure crack in the ground. Actually, we'll just do this. You know, I gotta make it feel like there's something going on. Or just her getting trampled, right? Okay, now, next layer, I want to lock this one. I'm going to lock this one. Now to layer 3, I'm going to darken. That's where I'll start adding on the other stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Alright, opaqueness down. Let me change the angle. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That looks good. Oh, that's right. Actual shading. I forgot about actually doing the part that I needed to do. Easy shot. There we go. For next time, right? Yeah, you see that? Now, you gotta sell something here, right? Ah, the hell with it, why not? So, those three are locked. Got the next layer. Where's my reference picture? But you see, that's kind of what we're looking at here, right? Once it starts, because, you know, her suit's kind of like a khaki color, right? Kind of that khaki yellow, almost that orange, that offbeat orange, yeah, like this. And just grab a, I don't know, regular brush. My lips are chapped because of all this weird weather. But it's more yellow. It's a weird type of color. How much time do we got? Oh, we got a few minutes. Why aren't you using a dip like the bucket? Well, you know, I could. I really could use a fill tool. But I like doing it though, you know. Like the actual process of, not that, not my ear itching. Oh. Oh, here we go. All right, I want to stop here. This is where I want to stop. There we go. Ta-da! So, we got that much done tonight. Fantastic! I guess. No, I think it looks awesome. Let's just get in here real quick and look at all of that. Like, you know, if I had to say myself, that's horrifying. The fact that the jet could go all, and just all of that's just enough, right? And yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy. It's an emotion that, you know, you feel sometimes when things are going great. And this was great. And I thank you for being here, enjoying the madness with me as I show you something damn near devastating to one of the X-Men. Anyways, Sunday, I'm going to be painting or doing something hand-drawn. Probably painting. I need to paint. So, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to do. Whoa. Fatigue. It caught me. Well, anyways, motivational word of the night. What do we have here? Oh, that's right. When exploring with art, don't be afraid to try something a little weird. If you think that a circle is too dull, but you want to draw a hexagon, then do so. Don't be limited by your imagination. Enjoy what you have with creativity. And that goes with anything. In moderation and also with respect to what you're doing. You know, be free with your thought. Try not to be so confined into the way that you want to be creative. There's no limitation. You're the only limitation to yourself. And that's the reason why I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing on the stream, you know, in terms of like the different types of art. I don't go by conventional means. I don't even do the stream by what's supposed to be, you know, in trend or anything. I don't care about trends. I care about what I want to do, and I care about if you guys enjoy the madness. Because, you know, it's all unique and it's interesting and it's different. You know, an eclectic group of insanity. My tie's amazing. It matches very well today. My jacket almost got it burnt up by another patient, but that's a whole different story. Anyways, embrace the madness. I'm out of here. You know what comes next. If you're sensitive to the end of the show, because I've heard that before, like, man, that creeps me out. Because I can stare like that, and, you know, it's a whole thing. So, anyways, I will see you Sunday, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Central Time. Embrace the madness. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.